right, so this is vlog number 1. I don't know what to do with my arms. Do I like put them right here? This is vlog number 1 of this goal that I have, which is to perform at an open mic night. I wanted to do this mostly because I was inspired by my brother Marcus. He took a goal that he wanted to accomplish and then he vlogged about it. So I find actually that vlogs are pretty inspiring. People that are doing some amazing stuff, they're talking about their thought process and what they go through and how they have to work at it. And I don't know, I kind of appreciate that humanity. So I thought I'd add a little bit of that to this process myself. You'll see just kind of my process. I work at the Capitol building in Utah, and I'm just gonna go visit a bunch of different parks around here. This actually location is turning out amazing. I did forget my tripod, so it's set up on my ukulele. My ukulele is just upside down, leaning up against a tree, but I think the format's turning out well. So this is a park right above the Capitol building. Great view of the valley, great view of an open field. There's somebody throwing frisbees for his dogs. But I'm gonna go check out different parks, and you'll see me play in different parks, and you'll see some of my creative process, some of the different places I practice, and hopefully this is interesting enough to watch. One of the things that I was realizing that I was missing in my life, which kind of got me to start doing music in general, is I actually, like, my life is going pretty well. I've got a good job, I've got a good family, good finances, good standing in my religious organization, but at the same time I was still feeling like something was missing. I was watching a YouTube video and it was talking about the different stages or the different parts of your life. There's always like 4 different parts of your life, like family, friends, or spirituality, blah blah blah, all of that stuff. But one that I thought was really interesting in this YouTube video is he talked about expression. That something that we needed in order to keep ourselves happy was expression. And I think that that's true. I felt like that's something I was desperately missing. I needed a creative outlet. So I started music in an attempt to be more expressive, to express some of my thoughts. So in just talking a little bit about this expression, that I'm feeling like I need this in my life, I ran across one of my heroes. His name's Rodney Mullen. He is the father of street skateboarding. I skateboard a lot. I really enjoy it. In fact, I was usually going skateboarding at lunchtime instead of doing this. The father of street skateboarding, he expressed himself as saying that he was tortured with dreams. He's tortured with things that he has to accomplish. He's out looking at the world and he says, I need to do this thing. I have to work at it. I have to try really hard. And this is something that's constantly in his head, torturing him. He says, tortured with dreams. And I'm like, you know what? I feel that way. I feel you, buddy. So I started doing music. I really enjoyed it. It was kind of getting that expression out, but I was realizing that it takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of effort. It takes a lot of sacrifice. And I was getting to the point where I'm just like, I don't have enough time to really do this, enough to express myself the way that I want to. The music that's coming out is not good enough because I'm not able to put the time into it that I want to. And I don't know, I realized something interesting just the other day while I was thinking through this process, and it's that everybody, no matter who they are, in order to be creative, it has to be kind of their side gig. The creativity process is their side gig. You can't just be creative all the time because you have to feed yourself. Even like professional musicians, they can't just be creative all the time. They're just not constantly writing songs. They have to go out there and they have to perform. Like, they have to produce their work. They have to go into the studio, but they have to do the job part of their job, and then creativity's on the side. I have a job, it's not music, but if I want to be creative, if I want to be expressive, it has to be on the side. So speaking about this though, it's hard because my need to express myself that I'm finally able to define been really making it hard for me to do my actual job, because I go to work and I think to myself, no, I just want to go out and express myself. But then at the same time, I know that if I just constantly played music and tried to write music or did other activities that I enjoyed and tried to be as creative as possible, I wouldn't feel fulfilled. I have to do the work side of things as well. I had a good friend once, his dad, he kind of feels the same way. He kept having these careers and he would continually talk to his bosses. He was a scientist, so he was around a bunch of smart people, but he would continually talk to his bosses and other employees that he worked with. He would talk to them about Tolstoy, Dostoevsky, all these other philosophers, and he started calling this career limiting behavior, or CLB. So he had lots of CLB where he was not actually doing his job because he was trying to express himself. And so every 5 to 10 years he would have to switch jobs. And I'm like, how do I manage this in my life? Well, this is my attempt to do so. I'm going to try to do some music. I'm going to try to set a goal for myself, and I'm going to vlog it to see if it's interesting for everybody. So this is how this is going to work. My actual goal is I want to perform 3 songs, and they're going to be in an open mic night. It is me and my ukulele 3 months from now, which would be sometime in October. I would perform there, and it will be the coolest thing you've ever seen in your life. Oh, hey there. Future Alex here. What past Alex didn't know when he recorded this back in mid-August is that future Alex was going to have to come in and save his butt. Future Alex currently is at the beginning of September, and he realized that past Alex doesn't understand that usually his goals take longer to accomplish than he thinks that they're going to. Past Alex didn't realize he was going to have to edit. He didn't realize he was going to have to actually write a song, and he didn't realize that work was going to take a lot longer and get in the way of his lunchtime. So future Alex, here to save the day, he needs to remind past Alex that when he sets his goals for perfect future Alex usually fails. And he also needs to set goals for crap future Alex. So if crap future Alex were to run his life, he probably wouldn't perform until December or January. And if future perfect Alex were to perform, it would probably be sometime in October. So reality Alex is probably going to land sometime in between those 2 days. Maybe at the end of October, maybe November, maybe beginning of December. But future Alex here is just here to let you know that past goal setting Alex had some problems. Thank you. And to reiterate, the goal is this: 3 songs played on my ukulele in between October and December at an open mic night in Salt Lake City. While I'm doing that, I'm going to blog. I'm going to kind of talk to you about my creative process, how I write songs, where I'm at on different songs. I actually already have 1 song written. I just need to practice that. I wrote this song probably about a year ago now. Time goes fast. It's unfortunate that it goes as fast as it does. But I probably wrote this song about a year ago. I've just wanted to perform it. I think I really like it. I need some practice, but I think I got basic gist of it down. So I'm just going to give you like a little bit of the first verse. The idea would be is I would post all of these songs, just an individual clip of each of these songs on YouTube at the end of this vlogging as well, just to make sure I keep record of them, and then also have like a video of me performing at the actual open mic night, wherever that might be. So I'll just play this for you just a little bit really fast. Okay, here we go. Middle of nowhere, it's the dark of the night, so black outside, it's hard to tell what's right. Now I quake in the cold. Who am I to be so bold? Long for my home with my life to live, where I can rest my head. I tried to do a thing, now I'll end up dead. Why would I trade my comfort for this? Cold, it's dark, anything but bliss. But then who would I be if I stayed home instead? Stay alive on the outside, making the choice to live dead. I screwed up, but that's okay. Okay, that's the basic gist at the beginning of it. Hope you enjoyed. And it will be the coolest thing you've ever seen in your life.